One of the biggest mindset shifts, what changed my life, is that everything that's ever happened to me in the past, all the pain, all the trauma, all the losses, all the agony, all the trials, all the tribulations, all the struggles, all the heartache, all the pain, all of those things have been given to me as a gift. And not only that, it's a gift that I can use later on in life, because at the time I didn't understand what I was going through, and I adopted a victim mentality and a victim mindset. And while I had that wrong mindset, while I fought like a victim, I ended up homeless. While I fought like one of life's victims, while I used to think I was born to fucking lose, I was ending up in homeless hostels, I was ending up in toxic relationships, I was ending up with the shit end of the stick, always had no money, always had no opportunities, couldn't create a circle of healthy friends, never had any decent habits, never had anything really good going for me because my mindset was so off, and I thought everything that I've been through was against me, when really it's for me. It's something that I've got in my tool bag. It's proof and evidence that I possess resilience, that no matter what happens to me, what happens to me in business, what happens to me in terms of opportunities, what happens to me in terms of rejection and things like that, are absolutely minuscule compared to the times I was homeless, compared to the times I was in prison, compared to the times I opened a fridge and seen nothing but a fucking onion, compared to the times I faced real hunger. But now I understand that those things were given to me as strength. You can't get strength without struggle. If you pray for strength, you've got to be willing to go through certain things that are going to test your resilience. Strength doesn't just get handed out every single day for free. It's something that you have to earn. You have to earn your stripes in this life. You can't get strength without struggle. You can't get strength without stress. How are you supposed to deal with all of the blessings that life has for you? How are you supposed to have a thriving business? How are you supposed to keep on top of your physique? How are you supposed to hold down healthy relationships? How are you supposed to be a leader? How are you supposed to be there and be that go-to guy and be that go-to girl and be that person for your family, that person your friends need to lean on, to call on? If you haven't been battle tested, if you haven't been through some courageous events, if you haven't had to stand up and be brave, if you haven't had to pull yourself together and build yourself up from scratch, if you haven't had to start all over again, over and over again, if you haven't lost everything and then had to find a way back, if you haven't had to claw your way to get anything out of this life, how do you expect to be able to handle any more blessings or any more responsibility? Because that's what your pain is. Your pain is responsibility, and not only that, it's proof that you are up to the challenge, that you are up to taking on this responsibility, that you are capable. It's proof of your capabilities and your durabilities. So change the perception on the things that you go through, change the perception on your past, because if you're going to adopt a victim mindset, if you're going to think that life just happens to you all the time instead of happening for you, then you're never going to get anywhere. You're never going to be able to hold anything down, because anytime you're faced with any sort of trial and tribulations, you're going to quit, you're going to give up, you're going to run to things that break you instead of running to things that build you. And when you start to change your mindset on these things, you'll stop saying, why me, and you'll start saying, what is this trying to teach me? And you'll start trying to dissect the lessons. And even if you're in the storm, even if you're suffering, even if you're crying in tears, you're heartbroken and stuff like that, there'll be a little voice in the back of your head that'll be saying, just give it time, just hold on, just wait and see what this tries to teach you, because you'll know, just like everything else that tried to break you, this thing cannot break you. So what you're going through right now, you might be watching this video now and you might be suffering, you might be struggling, you might have just been experienced a devastating loss in your family, but every single time something happens to you and you step through it, every single time something happens to you and you get past it and you overcome it, that is a testament to the kind of person that you are. Change your perception on the things that you go through, because it's just another chance to prove yourself. Everything that you go through, anything that happens to you in your life, is a chance for you to get up off your ass, stand tall, stick your chest out and deal with it. Be strong, be stoic, be an inspirational individual, be the hero of your own story, be your own hero, support yourself, stand up on your own two legs, show God, show the universe that you are worthy and capable of dealing with more responsibilities. Give me all the stress, give me all the agony, give me all the pain, and I'm going to show the people around me how to rise above, how to not let things affect me, how to not quit, how to not give up. I'm going to be that inspirational figure for my people, and that's the mindset you need to have. You need to have that sort of resilience tattooed on your skin. It's part of your body armor, it's part of your character makeup, it's part of who you are, because everything that you've been through, you've survived. Not one thing has come into your life and completely knocked you off your pivot. You've still managed to find a way to be here today, to be watching this video, and that is a testament. That is something you should be proud of. You shouldn't just roll over every time something happens to you and think, oh, why me? You should be thinking, yeah, why not me? Who else if not you? Who should we phone? Should we phone your mum? Should we phone somebody you care about to come and deal with your problems? No, your problems were given to you for a fucking reason. So start to adopt a mindset that you chew through your problems. You don't roll over every time something hits you. You get up and you hit back, because that's the kind of person that you are. Change your mentality. Do not adopt this victim mentality, because society will happily slap a label on you, give you a load of pills, send you to a GP, give you a load of things, give you a load of reasons, give you a load of excuses, and give you a load of fucking terms that are going to make you think that you don't have to try, when it's all one big giant lie. Everything that you've been given, everything that you've been through, everything that's happened to you in your life has been a gift. It's part of the tools that you're going to need for your tool bag for when you're going forward in life, because that's going to require a level of resilience that only going through pain and only going through struggle and only going through trials and tribulations is going to help you possess. You can't have a testimony without going through some tests.